I got Mr. Welker.
Thomas Craig Welker.
That's correct.
Mr. Welker, you have a number of indictments. One of them is a violation of order of protection, a restraining order. Another case in 2023 CR 55, you have a charge of failure to appear. And CR 56, you have a charge of criminal trespass. You're here to be arraigned on all of those charges. You have the right to an attorney. Do you want a lawyer to represent you?
Sir, that's all perjury. Somebody in my family, they leaked my Marine SEAL app. I've got a satellite interface, and I'm under military bylaws, under maritime law, and this facility will not let me contact anybody. My attorney to contact is TVA Senior Attorney Tom Robbins, and all the federal officers, and everybody knows this to be true. They down at Tennessee Valley Authority, the Fort Campbell Eagle Club has had me kept down there to hold SEAL Team 6 account open in Cumberland City through the CFC. I've done spent a half a year over here without anybody allowed me to call out in the past 2.5 years. I'm the one that's all over this website, Swamp Dog, when I put it out there. I'm the one that's helping Donald Trump get elected, and he's done did 45 days in jail, or 45 minutes like they had me here a couple of weeks ago, messing with me. They prevented me to have representation and everything to prove my sister has committed perjury, and everything has been stacked upon me. Basically, I use this technology to watch me die in my house, and I found the file on my cell phone. I'm the original FISA abuse scandal, where they lied about my family medical leave act form and turned it into having me watched as a harm or threat to myself and safety of others, and that's false information. Every attorney in there that has tried to talk for me has left me hanging and never came back. Every one of them. And it's all false.
Do you know of any reason you could not assist this individual?
Your Honor, I've attempted to assist him a few times. He has not been able to participate in me representing. So
I've been sealed out since I've been 10 years old. I'm Amelia Martin, Jesse James identity account. That's my family. Out of the Dover Bottoms from the Ryman Auditorium. Old Navy, American Eagle, Gap Clothes, Apple Computers, General Motors have been franchised out since I've been 10. And my family tried to get me 22 PTSD'd out. And they've been messing with me. They've been committing perjury and false charges to steal my inheritance, my part of it, because they leaked my seal out.
So let me ask you this question. I'm trying to find out, I'm trying to arraign you on these charges, which means I have to advise you of these charges. So I want you to listen to me as I tell you what these charges are, okay? You just sit tight. I'm going to tell you what the charges are against you, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do. In docket number 2023 CR 56, you have a case of charge of criminal trespass. It states in the Circuit Court for Stewart County, Tennessee at Dover, May term of the grand jury 2023. The grand jurors of Stewart County, Tennessee, duly impaneled and sworn upon their oaths, do present that on or about February the 22nd, 2023 in Stewart County, Tennessee, and prior to the finding of this indictment, Thomas Craig Welker, then and there unlawfully and knowingly entered on or remained on property of Brandy Page, knowing that at the time he did not have the effective consent of the said Brandy Page to do so, in violation of Tennessee Code annotated 3914-405, a Class C misdemeanor and against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. In docket number 2023 CR 55, you have an indictment charging you in 2 counts with failure to appear. And it states in the Circuit Court for Stewart County, Tennessee, and at Dover, May term grand jury 2023. The grand jurors of Stewart County, Tennessee, duly impaneled and sworn upon their oaths, do present that on or about February the 7th, 2023, in Stewart County, Tennessee, prior to the finding of this indictment, Thomas Craig Welker, then and there, unlawfully and knowingly failed to appear in the General Sessions Court for Stewart County, Dover, Tennessee, as directed by the Stewart County General Sessions Court for the purpose of attending an official proceeding, to wit, a hearing on the offense of violation of an order of protection, a violation of TCA 3916-609, a Class A misdemeanor and against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Count 2, and the grand jurors aforesaid upon the oaths aforesaid do further present and say that on or about April 4th, 2023, and prior to the filing of this indictment, in the county and state aforesaid, that Thomas Craig Welker then and there unlawfully and knowingly failed to appear in General Sessions Court for Stewart County, as directed by the Stewart County General Sessions Court for the purpose of attending an official proceeding, to wit, a hearing on the offense of failure to appear, violation of order of protection, criminal trespass in violation of TCA 3916-609, a Class A misdemeanor, all of which is against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. In docket number 2023 CR 54, you're charged with the offense of violation of an order of protection. It alleges that in the Circuit Court for Stewart County, Tennessee at Dover, May term grand jury 2023. The grand jurors of Stewart County, Tennessee, duly impaneled and sworn upon their oaths to present that on or about November the 4th, 2022 in Stewart County, Tennessee. Prior to the filing of this indictment, Thomas Craig Welker then and there did unlawfully, intentionally, and knowingly commit the offense of violation of an order of protection issued pursuant to TCA 3636, or a restraining order issued to a party who is a victim, to wit, Thomas Welker and Rita Welker, in violation of TCA 3913-113, a Class A misdemeanor, all of which is against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Now, all of that, I am going to enter a plea of not guilty on you and show that you've been arraigned now. So the question becomes, I want to try to provide you with an attorney since you are in custody. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
TVA Senior Attorney Thomas Robbins.
Well, TVA Senior Attorney is not likely to take a criminal appointment from this court. You can contact him and try it yourself and try to see if
I can't contact from here. They stacked this upon me because I'm not allowed in the courtroom because no cameras are allowed. I have no privacy. I'm Delta forced out since I've been 10. My sister and him took advantage of it. She committed perjury. I done been to the grand jury to help me with this back in like 2015 and 16. And they know what's going on and nobody would help. She's committed perjury. She's the one that got this started. It's all false. I've been denied anybody to help me. Everybody says, I know what you're talking about, but I can't help you. The 160th Night Stalkers know it. 5th Group NSA with the Pentagon clearance said it's your family. Ain't said any names. If you mean arraignment as in I get an attorney and get to go home and prepare, that's fine. It's false information they're giving you because they leaked me out, and the whole town, my whole class since 1978 knows. I've been signed up for the Secret Service under Sons of American Revolution, 1976, based on 200 years, and they took advantage of it for the past 30 years. My whole class knows it. I've been written off. And the only thing I've been told is when you've been written off, you can't be charged no crimes because you can't get legal representation under military bylaws, and they took advantage of it. They stole my trust fund that I was having NRA to set up when I was supporting Donald Trump, and my sister has hijacked everything. And my cousins, they're in on it. And they have forced their parents, except for one, Mike and Frida Ford, and my aunt, she worked for all the judges in that courthouse. I grew up in that courthouse. My mother was a tax assessor. Bill Clinton's daddy, they got a lot of money in me. I've been hanging out with him forever at these stockyards from Katie's. This is deep. I can't get this Stewart County Correctional Facility over here to help me because they want to make a mockery about everything and laugh at what I'm talking about, because all the founders of Dover who knows the truth are now deceased. And everybody's taking advantage of it. I'm supposed to be sealed out and Secret Service for the president, and they'd have me down here to hold this account open based on them 2 girls they got murdered in LBL in 1980. They've been renaming me every time I survive an accident. I don't need to be in here. I need to be pursuing getting this fixed. You need to have them to be questioned on it. They never would cross-examine it. Every time I allow,
I've muted him so that I can try to, I've muted you so that I can try to find out about legal representation for you. Mr. Clemens, I'm going to appoint your office because I think it's the only thing I can do.
Yes, sir.
And we'll enter a plea of not guilty, show he's been arraigned, and let's go ahead and set a trial date.
September 13th.
September,
Yes, sir.
that's Judge Wallace or
Judge Locker Master.
Judge Lockhart Good. September what?
13th.
13th. Last day to enter a plea will be September the 11th. Now, I have muted you to be able to conduct what I have to do in your case, which is to appoint you an attorney. I've appointed a public defender, but a lot of what you're saying doesn't apply to this criminal prosecution in this case. So you need to be aware that your lawyer is going to try to talk to you about the fact of your case and what you're looking at in the way of punishment and what possible defenses you might have. Mr. Clemens is a very good lawyer. He's very conscientious. He will help you if you will let him. But I am also of the opinion if you need to file a motion for an evaluation that I would look upon that
Yes, sir.
probably as appropriate. All right. So your lawyer will be able to talk to you, Mr. Welker, and we're going to let him get you started in trying to resolve all of these issues. I understand that may not be what you want, but I'm required to go ahead and give you counsel, and I've done so. So we'll move on with the next case. At the jail, Mr. Welker needs to step aside, and we'll bring up the next individual. I'm not listening to anything you say, so it's not going to matter how much you continue to talk. Now you'll need to unmute